why you think the university is the best fit for you, which is to me the most important part of the statement of purpose. And so, hi, beautiful people, Irene here, and I just want to say welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be sharing with you some few tips that you need to know if you decide to write your statement of purpose to study abroad. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about today is outlining your statement of purpose. But first, I would explain what a statement of purpose is. So a statement of purpose is any documents that you have that you would present to the graduate admissions committee to inform them about your interest and your intent to study in the institution that you have chosen. And so it is a requirement that you have a statement of purpose so they can have an idea of who you are on paper. So when you present your application, they might know who they're dealing with and what you're looking for in the program. And so I want to stress that grad school, it's more or less like you choosing what works for you and you choosing a university that you feel like is the best fit for you. And so to do that, you have to research a lot about the university. You have to make sure that your goals and your dreams and your aspirations aligns with what the university is offering. And so if what they are offering doesn't align with your goals and things like that, it's not a big deal. It's not something bad, right? It's not something that you should be sad about. If it doesn't fit, you obviously would have to find another university that fits into what you want to do and what aligns with your goals and things like that. And so it's important to know when you're looking for schools and finding universities, what kind of schools do you think you would fit into. And so it's not like you trying to beg them to admit you, but you have schemed and scouted so many universities and you think that this is where your interest is, and you think that this is where they have the best facilities and the best professors to help you achieve your goal. So this is what you want to articulate or write down on paper when it comes to your statement of purpose. And so first off, you want to do some kind of research on the university, the programs they're offering, and find a professor in the university that you think that would be a good mentor for you. So here, graduate school is all about finding somebody who you feel like would be able to mentor you to become what you want to become. And so in that sense, your goals and your aspirations are aligning with this person that you're identifying, and then you're able to work with that person. So in your statement of purpose, you can state that. But first off, in your statement of purpose means that you have to outline what your plan is. And so first off, take a piece of paper, a computer or whatever, and outline. And basically when you're writing, you should have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. So what goes into the introduction, somebody might ask. An introduction is just a way to tell the people who you are. And so you might just want to start with an interesting story or something that would grab your audience's attention to make sure that they stay glued and they stay interested in what you have to present in the subsequent paragraphs. And so that's what you want to do in your attention getter. And then you might want to review your main points, what you are going to be talking about and things like that in the introduction, so that if they don't have time to read the whole thing, they know what you're asking for or what you're presenting, and they can just tell who you are from the introduction. And so it should be very strong in such a way that through the first scheme or the first reading, they know who you are. And then you might want to move on to the body of the statements of purpose. And so the body is where you have to explain and talk about yourself. And so you might want to divide or section the body into maybe your personal journey, your work experience, your educational journey. So you want to talk about your past experience. And I think I've seen people, I've got opportunity to review some statements of purposes, and I realized that people kind of tend to focus more on their past. So I worked here, I did here, I went here, I did that. No, that's not important. Just talk about what you did in the past and how that relates to what you're going to be doing now. So it's not just about talking about what you did in the past, but how does it relate to what is going on here? Sometimes people, you might want to write and talk about companies and things like that you have worked with that essentially people here don't know anything about, but they are more interested in what you did, the results you achieved, and why this aligns with the whole thing that you're writing. So don't just write about, I worked here, in 2020 I did this. How does that relate to the program? So keep notes of that. And also you might also want to talk about your educational journey. So don't forget to link everything that you're doing to program that you're applying for. Most people make the mistake of writing that I worked here, I did this, I had this education, but don't forget to create a connection. If you cannot find a connection, there's always a way that you can do that. So follow me for more tips on how to connect your experiences or your journey to what you're writing in your statement of purpose. And lastly, you might want to talk about why you think the university is the best fit for you. Again, I had already talked about the fact that you might want to explain further and do some research, identify a problem, identify somebody you think would mentor you, and don't talk about the fact that you think that the US is the best place for educational. That's very generic. Try to personalize your experiences, personalize the information that you have and things like that, so that way you are able to capture their attention. Don't give generic answers and generic explanations to things. Try to personalize and make it more of your story and your experience. So that's what I wanted to share. And then in conclusion, you just want to go over everything you had talked about in the beginning, in the body, and then just explain and thank them for the opportunity to be given admission. So you're anticipating and you're hoping that you'll be admitted, and so just go ahead and thank them for the opportunity that they have given you to be part of the university. And so I think in making sure that you are putting your best foot forward, you're making yourself or presenting yourself to be the best candidate to be offered the admission. Remember, the process matters. How you arrive or how you write matters, and your experiences, that things that you have achieved in life, like, matters. Like, and I think they're more interested in the process you do this and the results that are attached to these things. So please pay attention to these things. Today, that's all I have to share for today. And I think I'm going to talk more about, if you're not able to communicate well, you might not get the admission, you might not get into your dream school. And so focus more on the communication aspect. It might be you might have chosen a course from the sciences or whatever, but how you speak, how you write, how you talk matters. And so communication matters when it comes to these things. And though, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Please follow my YouTube channel and make sure that if you have any questions, you can email me with any personal questions, and if I'm to address all these concerns. So thank you so much and have a good day.